What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and today I'm here with resident Dino player Andrew, who has been on quite a hot streak lately with his Dino deck. But you're here to take us through it, aren't you?
Yep. All the exciting text and stuff that there's pretty standard, but we'll get into it.
You have the nice Cowboy for Game merch.
We do.
Link in the description down below. Not to the merch, just to the page.
There's more than one cowboy as well. Alright, so pretty standard. Triple OV. That's not much to say about that. Similar to Misk. Always good to read.
Have you read Misk though?
Once. Just once though.
Just once.
2 Ultimate Conductor, pretty standard. 2 Baby, 1 Petite. That's it for the multiples and all the rest, down to 1 Petite. We've got 1 Archosaur. I don't have the second, but I kind of like it at 1. I think it's fine. 1 Giant Rex for pushing. 1 Pank. 1 main decked Dogoran, so searchable by Ovi. I just found it's very, very good as a one-of, and you can start it out when it's not relevant, but very well worth it in the main.
I was just about to ask the dumb question of like, is this your Dragoon out? But no, you just flip it face down.
Well, it's all part of it. I mean, if they let the Ovi search go through and don't negate Dragoon, rather than trying to play through it through a whole heap of fancy ways, you can just straight up just search the Dogoran and then flip it. And if they do negate it, then you try and do things with Misk or push through like it's one or the other. Dragoon is not normally an issue in this deck, unless you just open Terrible, which is a very high possibility from time to time. Anyway, so that's it for the main engine. So we've got hand trap lineup. Currently is triple Droll. So I try and keep it to the most highest impact hand traps, which is why I don't run Ash at the moment and a few others. But Droll straight up stops a lot of turns for a lot of decks. Not all decks, but you say that we need to. Similar with your Gamma package. It's just strong, and it has very few things that can stop it effectively from getting on there, and just you get 2 monsters out of stopping something as well too. So this after Fossil Dig or Misk effect when you haven't committed is just really good. So I switched up a few things now. So I was running Impermanence in the main, which I no longer am. I've now put in 2 Ghost Spell and the 1 Skullmeister. The ratios aren't anything crazy, that just happens to be all I've got. There's no secret sauce there. But now we are moving to a very graveyard and control-centric build. Imperm is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but there's not as many Fibraxes around to target. There's Linkross is gone, and a lot of stuff that is really strong can't be targeted anyway, like Dragoon. So Imperms are in the side for now, and they'll come in when they need to. Moving on to the spells, so we've got triple Extrav. Card says draw 2, so it's good.
Your extra doesn't matter.
yeah, for the most part, that's definitely true. There's matches where I've never used none of the extra deck at all. Obviously, the only thing that sucks is using this at the start, and then you draw into your normal combo, including Archosaur, and then you've hit both your Linkaribos or both your... Linkaribo's the worst one to hit. Secure Gardener can be rough, but there's other ways around it. Hitting both Linkaribos really hurts, but it is what it is. Triple Lost World, which I think is arguably actually the strongest card in the deck, in conjunction with other things. The ability to stop your opponent from targeting your dinos and being able to chain block with Ovi, being able to summon off turn by doing shenanigans with popping tokens and whatnot. I think the most broken plays in this deck usually come off the back of Lost World.
This is going to be a spoiler, but are you playing the Terraforming to go with this, or are you just playing the 3 Lost Worlds?
I am not currently. I'm not currently. I'm at 42 cards in the main, and I felt like the 43rd is not really necessary. I don't think it's wrong to run the Terraforming. I think 2 with 1 Terraforming, 3 with 1 Terraforming is also still correct. However, we are in a Droll-heavy format, so Terraforming into Lost World just to get Drolled is a pretty big kick in the nuts, so I'd rather not. Speaking of getting Drolled, we have 3 Fossil Dig. It searches the good stuff. I'm not going to harp on about something that's pretty self-explanatory.
Add most cards in the deck.
Yes, true. 2 Double Pill, because you want to search at least one of them in case you open one, I guess, and summoning big boys is good. With my build, because you have Dogoran and Pank, which most decks have at least Pank, at least you run 4 total targets. So in the worst case scenarios, you open your 2 Conductors. I mean, you can cheat out a Dogoran, I guess. It's making the best of a bad situation. Now, where my build does diverge a little bit, I'm running a fair bit of the back row hate at the moment. So I've made that up of 2 Cosmics, Feather Duster, and triple Evenly.
Okay.
So this is a blind second build. Evenly is probably the biggest one that changes. I like Evenly just because it deals with not only like spells and trap heavy, but also just big boards in general. So at worst it forces an answer, at best it takes care of everything for you. So I don't know, it's working so far, so we'll see how we go.
Do you get concerned about like not having your battle phase playing evenly, given that you are playing dinosaurs?
Yeah. Look, that's definitely a valid argument. I think the way I generally approach it is that if I feel like I can do the combo without using the evenly, I'll just hold it.
Okay.
And then if I go OV, don't have access to Misc, and it gets Gamut or something like that, and then I get popped, then you just go, okay, well, battle phase and see how you go. But it doesn't seem to come up too much. Yeah, if my hand's busted enough, I just won't use it at all. If I need to break some sort of board, if someone says set 5 pass, I'm sure as hell going to be evenly for that first before trying to push through. Anyway, that's the main deck, so 42.
Now let's see this close to worthless extra deck.
Yes, so we have 1 Dolka. Because I haven't sourced a second.
Okay. That answers that question.
I don't know. I feel like it's your combo is almost ruined. If you do extra first, your combo is ruined half the time anyway. So I don't know. It's just there. I prefer to have the toolbox available for the rank 4s. So we've also got a Tornado Dragon. Back row removal is always good. Cuttable though, if you had to. Plan B for when things go wrong. Dweller, because Dweller. Ulti Cowboy for game.
Ulti Cowboy
for game. Which I've used on a few of the replays, I believe, for game a few times.
Definitely. I'm fairly sure you use this against me.
Yes, yeah. It's far from a staple, but at the same time, if you can steal a game, you can steal a game. Like, that's fine. Worst case is in like even if you got 30 seconds to go, someone puts up a billion negates. If you can finish on a rank 4 and win, why not have a win con?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't feel bad if I didn't run it either. 1 Entis for Maximus, realistically. I used to run the Nova and the Mechaba package. I've since gotten rid of that because I just feel like it doesn't come up enough. Most people play around it or just don't run Maximus. 1 Omega. This is something I'm trying out. I'm not sure if this will stay or not, but I've just found that this deck doesn't have too many great things to go into if you resolve a Gamma on your turn. So I wanted to try something that not only is a big beat stick, but if I'm worried about one hand trap that they seem to be holding in hand or something like that, I can just Omega rip it and then proceed.
Also keeps your driver in grave.
Yeah, it keeps the driver in grave. In theory, in really drawn out games as well, it might be able to bring back certain things. If Giant Rex is banished twice in a turn and I can't recur it anymore, it could bring it back to grave, rebanish it, and I guess we'll see how it plans out. Once again, it's not anything you'd be too worried about. The biggest thing with this extra deck is just there's so few things you need.
Ash the Fossil Dig.
Yeah, exactly right. There's very few things you need. There's only a few things you have to have. So in terms of the necessities, so double Linkaribo. Outside of Extrav, you just run 1, but 2 just makes it highly unlikely to hit both, which goes straight into your Secure Gardener through your combo. And then just some random one-offs, really. So Pentastag is highly good, but not an absolute staple. I've played the deck without it, but sometimes that steals games like our one, the finals not too long ago. Almirage is a new one I'm trying out. This comes up from time to time where you just you resolve Lost World, you've had other things stopped for the turn, and all you can do is summon a little baby. Almirage is a way to get things in the graveyard when you effectively otherwise couldn't, which might lead to things like hard summoning an Ultimate Conductor or being able to resolve a pill. And then just a Phoenix and a Unicorn, just because they're just super flexible.
There's space, you may as well play something like that.
Yeah, you don't really need a big boss monster in the extra deck. It's just not really necessary. Ultimate Conductor just carries the deck by a huge margin, so...
Is there a reason you're playing Largia?
Similar to many of my other ratios, I couldn't really see one, but I feel like it's just almost never correct when you could instead go into Dolka. Dolka just does... I feel like Dolka just does so much more. Like, if I want to stop spells and traps, I'd almost rather make Tornado Dragon most of the time. Like, I suppose there's probably one time here and there that I'm going to get punished for not having it, but...
it's fine.
Yeah. Dolka comes up so much more. You get to use it twice, you get to do it twice in a chain if you have to. Like, Dolka steals games.
Awesome. Yeah. But thank you very much for the deck profile. Do you have anything else you want to say before you go out? No,
not really.
As always, I've been Ben from NolanTCG, here with Andrew.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon, everybody.